friends. Well, it's still winter here. I don't know. I mean, this week, it's kind of been winter everywhere, right? So I am making some soup. Butternut squash, chicken sausage soup. Here we go. I'm gonna roast. I'm gonna roast the butternut squash. I'm also gonna chop it, get it a little bit smaller bites. I'm gonna roast it for a little while, get it a little bit soft. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna get when I did veggie prep for, what was I doing? Oh, Saturday I did, I was thinking we were gonna have this on Saturday and just wasn't feeling it. So Saturday I did not make this, but, oh, I did an omelet Saturday, and then I also did this, and then I also did a tuna salad. So I went ahead and just cut up my onions and my celery and my carrots and just got them all cut. So everybody was good and ready to go. And now, I don't have to cut them all up. I'm only cutting up the butternut squash. And I'm just gonna put a little oil on this and put it in the oven. We're gonna call that good. Ta-da! Step one. Hi friends. So I've got the sausage and the butternut squash still cooking in the oven. I've got the carrots and celery and onion cooking down, but I get a little overzealous, so there's a ton of vegetables in the pot. That's okay. That's okay. I've got some kale that I have parsed out. I've tried to take out any of the stalk pieces. These are hard. You don't want to eat that. When you're working with kale, you want to make sure that you get the stalks out. You also want to make sure that you chop it or that you massage it. Just kind of, you know, scrunch it together. Make sure your hands are clean. Obviously, scrunch it together. It makes it softer and kind of gives it a chance to kind of break up a little bit, so it's not so tough. A lot of times if people don't like kale, it's because they've had it when it hasn't been properly prepared, and so that it's tough. So I've got the carrots, celery, and onion cooking down. I've got a tablespoon and a half of thyme in there, and then I'm all out of my own stock, and so I'm using Kendall Farms, no added GMS, gluten-free. The sodium's not bad on it. I always look to check that, and I always check if I'm gonna buy stock at a store. I always check to see if it's got added sugar. That's one of those things that they sneak sugar into. Marinara sauce very often, if you're buying it at the store pre-made, has added sugar too if you're trying to break up with sugar. You want to pay attention to where the hidden sugars are, right? And so if you can find a stock, you can find a marinara that you like that is not heavy in sugar, that's what you want to do. If you're making your own marinara and you have put sugar in but you don't want to put sugar in, you can grate carrots. Grate 2 carrots for a pot this size, and it'll be okay. It'll give you the sugar that you want to take out the acid of to fight the acid of the tomatoes, but without actually adding the sugar to it. So I'm gonna put these 3 cups of kale into the vegetables, into the broth, and it's gonna just cook down. And then I'm gonna need to add some more water. This is gonna be, I'm trying not to make the world's largest pot of soup. I'm trying for us not to have to eat this for, you know, the rest of February, which is not that much time, but enough. So got all of that in there. Gonna let that come down, cook down a little bit. This is the perfect soup for a cold winter's night. And baby, it is cold. It is the tundra outside, so that's what I know about that. Okay, I'm gonna let this cook down a little bit and I will show it to you in a couple of minutes, which will probably be about 25 minutes in cook time. But I'll let you know that in the notes. Hang tight. So it has cooked down, but not a ton. So I'm just making sure it's pressed down into the liquid. I am gonna need to add some more water, but I'm not gonna do it right now because I really wanna have that concentrated taste. So I'm gonna put the lid on and let it cook, and then we'll check back in. Hang tight. Okay, well, here we are. The kale is cooking down. I've added another cup of water, and it smells really yummy. But let's get the other two into the pot. So we've got butternut squash and some sausage. I want to get those in. I don't have a fork. I need a fork. There we go. I'm going to cut the sausage in to discs because they don't need to be big bites of sausage, right? I'm using an apple sausage, apple chicken sausage actually, and generally that's kind of the sausage we eat. But you could use whatever kind of sausage you like. If you like Italian sweet sausage, if you wanted it to get spicy, you could use chorizo, you could use soy chorizo. If you're a soy person, you could use brats. Brats would be really good in this. You could take it out of the casing. I just like to make sure that, especially when I'm using chicken sausage, that it's all cooked before it goes in. And I need a spatula. And because everybody's been kind of cooking together, all of this flavor is going in the pot. So I've got kale, I've got butternut squash, I've got celery, I've got carrots, I've got onions. Everybody in the pot. Everybody in the pot. Oh my goodness, these colors are so gorgeous. Do you have a favorite kind of soup? Do you have a favorite kind of... We have a mushroom, it's kind of called hunter's soup or bikos. It's a Polish soup. It's really yummy, really great for winter nights. Oh my gosh. Look at that color, the kale and this butternut squash and the carrots. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be good. So I've got confirmation in about 10 minutes, but I'm gonna let this baby just sit here and stew. We are gonna eat this all week long. I don't know how to cook for 2 people. I just don't. So I'm gonna push everything down so everybody is in the spa. And because I cut up those sausages, everybody, the juice is gonna let go and add to that. Remember, there's a little thyme in there as well. I'm gonna just taste my broth. Look at that, it's so rich and yummy. Oh yeah. That butternut squash is gonna let go of some of that sweetness. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll let you see it when I plate it up. But we gotta let the kale cook some more. Altogether, it's probably gonna spend about an hour in cooking time. So yummy. Okay, friends, be right back.